I'm sitting in Chick-fil-A's parking lot every single day during my lunch break. Not buying Chick-fil-A, I'm thinking I'm putting together my plan to fire my job. I knew that I came up with what I call it a freedom number. Most people say that they want to fire their boss and fire their job, but they don't even know how much money it takes to do it.
Mm.
So how I calculate my freedom number is that you take any and every single expense, not just your bills. I mean everything. If you like to eat Chick-fil-A twice a week, you'll still be able to eat Chick-fil-A twice a week. Like to where it's nothing changes. I wanted to get that saved up for 6 months. To whereas I knew if not $1 came in for an entire 6 months, I'd be cool. And then also, it was 6 months to a year. At first, the goal was a year. And I was just sick of it. I was like, yo, 6 months. And then I know that my whole entire life's mission for that entire 6 months is just to make sure the 7th month is paid for.
Yo, what up? Right now I'm out ATVing in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. I'm a 7-figure entrepreneur. My mentor, Nehemiah Davis, 8-figure entrepreneur.
Listen to me, y'all. And I don't even want to put him in a box. I know you teach 99 ways how to get into real estate, how to use OPM, but this man is going to teach y'all just entrepreneurship, period. How to get in the game, stay in the game, and get that 6 and 7 figures, man. This man constantly investing in himself, putting himself in rooms. This is why he's on that next level. This is why he's been making this type of impact for so many years. But now that man coming out and helping y'all do it. So when Blake said, yo, I'm about to go crazy, I said, I'm looking at it. So listen, if y'all interested, getting your money right, getting your time back, and be able to scale and grow your businesses, AstenCeo, Blake, I'm telling y'all, don't look nowhere else. When you told me the 99 ways, though, peep this. I never heard nobody say 99 ways.
Right.
I heard about 1,
you heard a couple,
2, 3, 4, 5 max. 99? Yeah, okay. Y'all
crazy,
tripping,
y'all.
But hey. I really don't. 99 ways? It's impossible to fail.
Most important thing y'all can do is get in the room.
Welcome to another episode of It's Credit at the Top. I'm your hostess with the mostest, AstenCeo. Got the voice of God on the other end.
What's happening? Beautiful.
I got a couple DMs the other day too, talking about not DMs. You know, on my IG story, I answered some questions on Saturday. A few of the questions was like, "Who's the voice of God?"
Hey,
like he's the God.
I am that I am.
Nah, but bro, I just want to start this off. There's a reason. You know, I'm big on not promoting stuff. Like,
yeah, I just noticed that.
You know, every episode, like even if I got a bottle of water, I take the wrapper off of the water and stuff because I'm like, ain't no free promo. Y'all ain't paying me or whatever. I ain't gonna add more awareness to y'all, right?
Yeah.
But this right here
is worthy.
Nah. Look, and I don't know it. I don't eat Chick-fil-A like the only fast food I eat. Like the only place I can think of that I actually go to with a drive-through, Chick-fil-A. And you know, I eat out all the time, but it's rare that I eat. Like it got to be a dire situation for me to like go eat fast food.
When last time you had
like flight?
And I asked because that used to be our joint, like BR.
Like maybe 2011 or nah, because I remember my apartment. I can tell you last time that I tried to eat Jack in the Box. I can't tell you last time I ate because Jack in the Box ain't like because once I left BR, we don't got them in Kentucky. So I left Baton Rouge, went back to Kentucky for that short stint, and then when I moved to Houston, it went like a thing to stop it, Jack.
Yeah.
Like I already was kind of not really on fast food like that.
Yeah.
But the last time I tried to eat Jack in the Box, I can tell you, like, me and my ex, I think we just went to the movie. because there was a Jack in the Box like on the way back from the movie
Mm.
to the apartment. It was like late, and I pulled up and I just ordered whatever, and when the dude opened up the drive-through window to like take the money and stuff, the smell that hit my face.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me that.
It was a smell that hit my face, and I was like,
Mm. Mm.
like it was that bad. And the dude at the window was just like, I'm like, man, that's tough. That's tough. And I was so disgusted. That's why I said last time I tried to eat, I was so disgusted. I didn't eat the food. Like I threw it away
Yeah.
and figured out, put something together at the apartment.
Yeah, I couldn't have done it either. I know some
And that
people
was
would have
probably
though. Who would have been like, the food in the bag, the
and
food in the bag.
and that was probably like 2014, maybe
Man.
2015, maybe something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, Chick-fil-A though, and I'm like, why? Like, it's bad food. It's not good for us, but it feels healthier. I'm like, is it the peanut oil that makes Chick-fil-A feel healthier, or is it the nice customer service that makes it feel healthier?
So I think it starts with the peanut oil. Because we could always try to go to that, like it's peanut oil, and then the people just cap it off. Like they're amazing. Every location, they are amazing.
Yeah, yeah. But the reason why because I'm thinking of this. So I go to one particular Chick-fil-A. If there's a closer one, I'm still gonna go to this one.
In the H,
Right? Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know which one. Yeah.
Because I want to tell people like a story. Like people say that they want certain stuff, but they're not really putting together no type of plans to do the thing. They're just talking.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, it's just lip service. Like you're not taking any action. All you doing is just talking and planning and procrastinating.
Mm-hmm.
Really, like the new word for. I've realized procrastination has started to disguise itself as people saying that they're planning. You're not planning. You're just putting stuff off and procrastinating, and using. I'm planning. I'm doing this. I'm putting my game plan together. I'm just playing. I'm researching. You procrastinate.
Yeah.
But my last 9 to 5 job, I worked at a bank, right? Every single, and I'm not exaggerating when I say every single day. Every single day during my lunch break, I went to Chick-fil-A. And I wasn't eating Chick-fil-A every day, but I just hated being at my job so much. I'm not going in the break room. I just went somewhere and the Chick-fil-A was like down the street. And I would just chill in the parking lot. There was this one particular tree I would sit up under every single day. Only time I wouldn't sit under the tree was like once it started to get like in the heat of summertime, because my AC, it worked, but it didn't work good enough to fight 100-degree weather.
Yeah, you lose that every time.
Yeah. So I would sit there every single day unless it was those unbearable days. And you know what I would do some of them days? I'd go inside and sit inside a Chick-fil-A.
And I bet they offered you some sauce to go with whatever you had. You didn't even order from them. Some napkins.
I'll get like if I sat in there and I wasn't eating, I would get like an ice cream cone.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, dog. Just seeing you eat an ice cream cone.
Yeah, because you can't just sit in there.
Yeah.
And this one Chick-fil-A, it got like a kiddie playground area. So it's like you don't want to be the grown man just sitting in Chick-fil-A. You ain't got no food or nothing. You just sitting. Like you're gonna be looking some type of way. But in the Chick-fil-A every single day though, I would be putting together and strategizing how I'm gonna fire my job.
Mm.
So I would take that hour of my lunch break every day, and I would be working on stuff when I got off, but I'm like, all right, I got this hour. I hate being here to the point where I literally get sick to my stomach with just the thought of coming here in the morning, to the point where I used to have to wake up an extra hour earlier just to brush my teeth,
Mm-hmm.
because I would get so nauseous, like my thoughts and anxiety or whatever would be kicking in, to whereas I would really like think I'm about to throw up when I'm just brushing my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So I would set the alarm a whole hour earlier just so I could like get myself together.
Yeah, that's wild.
But that's just me. Like when certain stuff get to me, it goes, and I know it's all mental, but it goes straight to my stuff. Like that's why the brain's so powerful, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I will think myself sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting together this plan on how I'm gonna find my job and when I'm gonna do it. A lot of people they don't put dates on stuff that they say that they're gonna do. They just say, "Oh, I'm gonna do it one day."
Right, right.
Put a date on it.
Make it real.
My date was April 1st. I fired him April 1st.
Yeah. I remember you telling me
Right?
they thought it was a joke.
Yeah. I'm like, nah. But I gave them the courtesy of a 2-week notice
Mm.
instead of just leaving. Only reason I did that was because I messed with one chick there. She's still my friend to this day. Shout out to Jamie. Just because I like Jamie, I gave them a 2-week notice because I didn't want to make her life any more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Because when people in the workforce, when somebody's not at work, like everybody else got to deal with that one like everybody's schedules
Right.
gets messed up. And she wasn't a banker; she was a teller, so it's like our jobs are totally different. But she still might have had to. She still might have had to do something,
Mm-hmm.
or work an extra hour, or cover somebody, not get a lunch break at the time frame where she's accustomed to, or whatever. So I'm like, just because I rock with Jamie, I'm gonna give y'all 2 weeks.
Off the strength of her. I met Jamie too.
Yeah,
I met her
yeah,
before.
you
She's
matter.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, that's the homie. I don't want to. I like her. She's my friend. We still gonna talk after this. I don't want to inconvenience her life. So
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it up. Here's y'all's 2 weeks notice. If she ain't worked there, they just wouldn't have seen me tomorrow.
Would have just dropped the bomb on him like.
No, I wouldn't even have said nothing. They just wouldn't have seen me tomorrow.
Mm.
Blake was here today. Blake, where Blake at? Where y'all seen Blake? Then the next day, where Blake? Then the next day. Then the next day. And you're like, oh, okay, I guess he done.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. You can't.
And
Do
that's how much
that.
that's how much I despise them people and the manager, Dale.
But didn't you say you had one cool manager, huh? Was he like?
Yeah, that was before.
Mm.
That was before Dale.
Mm.
He got fired.
Mm.
Yeah, Daniel. He was. He knew that I had aspirations to become an entrepreneur, and he was just giving me any insight that he knew
Mm-hmm.
about banking.
Mm.
So something happened, he just get off a call. Somebody come in, some client will come in. He might will pull me in the office. Hey, Blake, blah blah blah, just came in. He does this, blah blah blah. So he's opening up these accounts to do. Like he was cool.
Yeah.
The Dale came in and he was one of those micromanagers. Like he give you something to do. Yo, Blake, I need you to do this, and that. 10 minutes later, what you working on? This, and that.
Right. Right.
20 minutes later, what you working on? This, and that.
Yeah. I can't stand.
12 minutes later, what you working on? I don't got time to work because you keep on checking on me. Let me do my job.
Yeah. I can't stand.
And when he knew that I had a business and I was working on my business outside of my job, it turned into an issue. Like they had some of the corporate heads come down. Jamie told me they had some of the corporate heads come down like after I left and was like searching my desk and stuff. It's just I had it locked. Because as soon as she got off, she called me. She's like, Blake, what you do? I was like, what you mean? She's like, about 10 minutes after you walked out of here, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah came in and they was asking questions and was searching your desk and trying to unlock your computer and stuff. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then the next day had me sign a piece of paper. The manager had a conversation with me saying, like, are you going to work on you're not working on your business during work hours, right? Which I never did. And whatever little conversation we had, he was like, all right, it's cool, nothing, no biggie, just sign this, just sign this paper. I was like, what you need me to sign a paper for? Oh, it's just stating that we had to, we had a conversation. This is no big deal. I'm like, if it's no big deal, you don't need to document a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I wonder what they thought. Like, did they think that you were like maybe doing something with the bank for like your benefit behind the scenes?
nah, what happened was there was a gosh, what was this guy's name? Because I won't put him on blast too, just like Dale. What was his name, bro? Frank.
Frank
It
and
was because
Dale.
of Frank.
Frank and Dale.
It was because of Frank. In the bank, Frank was a financial advisor. I was just a regular banker. Don't do nothing. You come in, credit card, debit card, repaying stuff, open up a checking account, saving account, money market, little loans, stuff like that. Frank was a financial advisor. The bankers were supposed to be a lead source and refer leads to the financial advisor. Financial advisors, as you know or may not know, in the bank, they sell
Product.
investment products and they get commission off of the products that they sell. Frank had a problem that I sent him absolutely zero leads. Because at this time, bro, I'm mentally like I did my job, but you're not getting no extra than my job. From what they seen from my last job, my resume, my numbers that I hit, they like, yo, he a rock star. By the time I get here, I'm like, okay, I already knew this 9 to 5 wasn't for me. Since I was a kid, I always said I was gonna work for myself and do my own thing. I know this working stuff sucks. I done had a year experience of working.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No more.
It ain't it. The only reason I took that job was so I could work, because I was working overtime like crazy, 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week. The only reason I took that job was to have a 40-hour-a-week job. So I could stop using the excuse of I'm too tired to work on my stuff. That's the only reason, because that was my excuse. I'm tired. I'm too tired to think. I ain't too tired to think. Like, that don't even sound logical when you say it.
But
I'm
get
exhausted.
I get it though. I get like.
But I wasn't even saying to think. But I just said think. Like, it wasn't that I was saying I'm too tired to think. I would just be saying, oh, I'm too tired to work on my business.
Yeah.
When really all it came down to was just thinking. Let's come up with an idea.
I see what you're saying. You know, that just made me think of, like, do you think that the fact that you were at Enterprise working all those hours at first, that it actually helped you once you went to the 40? Because now, like, the 40 felt like a breeze, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? Because I know,
felt like I had all the time in the world to do everything.
And I say that because I know a lot of people, including myself, when I was 9 to 5, and that 40 hours, you still be like, oh, I need no time. I'm tired.
The 40 was a breeze. I was chipper. I felt like I had energy.
So y'all,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all go work 80 hours a week first, and then go do 40.
I'm telling you, boy, that consistent 60.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh yeah, man.
I can't
on a half a day of Saturday. Like, so most of that's through the week. Saturday be like 4 hours, 4.5, 5 hours.
So you 6 days a week, like.
Yeah, but I was only supposed to work the way it was told to me. Oh, you only gonna work one Saturday a month. Cool.
Mm.
Because at Enterprise, I don't know what it is now, but when you sign up for overtime, period. That you know what you're getting paid based off of overtime.
Mm.
So at the time, everybody signed up for a 49-hour week.
Mm-hmm.
So if everything went how it was supposed to, you still working 9 hours overtime every single week.
Yeah.
But in my brain, I had never had like a quote unquote real job before. What people, I never understood what that means, but you know, people say that a real job, right?
Go get your real job.
Yeah, I never had a real job before. I had fake jobs, I guess.
Yeah.
So in my brain, I'm like, okay, 49 hours, that's only an extra hour and some change a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cool, I'll do 49. And it started off like that. My first manager I had at Enterprise, when 49 hours hit, Blake, go home.
Mm.
All right, Blake, you got 46 hours this week. Tomorrow leave at 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow leave at 5. Like it was staying that. You know, I'm broke. At the time when I first took that job, I only had $1,200 to my name.
Mm.
I was sleeping on your floor. So I'm trying to milk the clock.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get 52. See if I can get 53. Like that's how it started.
We gotta get some Angry Orchards.
and then say if I did go 52 hours, that next week turns into, yo, Blake, you worked 52 hours last week, bro. Instead of coming in at this time, come in an hour later on Monday and Tuesday. I'll be like, man, like.
Hey, right now I'm in Puerto Rico, living life on my terms with a group of high-level entrepreneurs. Pin the camera. All 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. The difference between us and you is that we know how to monetize our IP, our intellectual property, and get income 24/7, living life on our own terms. Go ahead, click the link, learn from high-level 6, 7, and 8-figure entrepreneurs for less than $1 a day. If you're interested in that, go ahead, click the link. If not, just call me a scam like you do everybody else on the internet. Keep on scrolling.
So my first manager, he was keeping it, which is still overworked in my eyes for a 9-to-5. It was cool, and I actually wasn't like enjoying the job a little bit. It was when I got transferred. There was another one down the road that was inside of an insurance body shop.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So that insurance body shop, that's when it turned into ain't no downtime because it's so many car accidents and they all coming in with their insurance, getting rental cars and stuff like nonstop on top of the people that's just reserving rental cars and the corporate people that's, you know, got the corporate account, they headed to whatever for a weekend or something.
Yeah.
So that's when it started to get crazy. And my first manager, he told them too, like, he's not ready for that yet. And they was like, nah, he's good, he's killing, he's a rock star. He's like, yeah, y'all gonna burn him out. Like he was telling them that he's like, y'all gonna show him too much too fast, and he's gonna leave. Shout out to you, Austin. He was right. And that's why he was telling me the 49 and stuff. He's like, Blake, he's like, you don't see it yet, but you're gonna get burnt out. I need to keep you at the 49 hours you signed up for.
Yeah.
He's like, cause you're gonna hate it quick. You ain't lying. First I get down there, the extra hours, I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And it was like, nah, cause I only worked there a year. And the only reason I worked there 1 year was because they didn't give you vacation until you had worked there a year. So my last day was on my 1 year. My 1 year. Then I took 2 weeks off. Then I took 2 weeks before I started working at the bank because they owed me my 2 weeks vacation pay. That's when we went to see Kobe play. I was off that week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did go see Bean. I can see that picture in my head right now.
Yeah, so we went to go see Kobe play. I went home for a week. And then that other week, I was like a staycation. I was chilling, went to go see Kobe play. It was just enjoying life because it's like at that point, I was going to work when it was dark. I was getting home when it was dark for one exact year. So that's summertime too. Like summertime, it's light outside for a while.
For a long time, especially in the age, it'd be like 8:55. Golly.
Yeah, I'm still at work. So, and then I worked at the bank. But to go back to the Chick-fil-A though, at the bank, when I would be sitting at Chick-fil-A each month, and that's why every single day for my lunch break, I was saying like people say that they want to do certain things, but I'm like, they're not willing to give up anything or sacrifice any little bitty thing, bro. I'm sitting in Chick-fil-A's parking lot every single day during my lunch break. Not buying Chick-fil-A, I'm thinking I'm putting together my plan to fire my job. I knew that I came up with what I call it a freedom number. Most people say that they want to fire their boss and fire their job, but they don't even know how much money it takes to do it. So how I calculate my freedom number is that you take any and every single expense, not just your bills. I mean everything. If you like to eat Chick-fil-A twice a week, you'll still be able to eat Chick-fil-A twice a week. Like to where nothing changes. I wanted to get that saved up for 6 months. To whereas I knew if not $1 came in for an entire 6 months, I'd be cool. And then also, it was 6 months to a year. At first, the goal was a year. And I was just sick of it. I was like, 6 months. And then I know that my whole entire life's mission for that entire 6 months is just to make sure the 7th month is paid for. And so on and so on and so on and so on. That was my plan, right? So once I came up with my freedom number, I'm like, all right, I got to start. I was already stacking my money, but I'm like, I got aggressive with it. I was already aggressive with it, but I got like super aggressive with it. I had a $10 a week lunch budget. People say that they want freedom, but they can't even stop eating out. I had a $10 a week lunch budget at my last job because I was saving up to buy my freedom. So I went to the grocery store. I would get some cans of Chef Boyardee. And here's the secret: like no matter what you get, spaghetti and meatballs, raviolis, the alphabets, they all taste the same. I'm switching it up. Like I got this one today, this one today. They all taste the same. I would get a pack of lemon cookies. Think of them big old pack of lemon cookies like your granny or something used to have at the crib. They give you 1,000 cookies for $2.
Yeah, I like the iced oatmeal. That was mine.
And I would get some type of cheap fruit, usually either grapes or bananas. That would be my lunch every day, $10 a week.
I can't even imagine.
Bro, think how much people spend on just lunch.
Oh, I know. People
spending $15, $20 a day on lunch,
bro,
and then saying they don't got no money. They spending $200 a week on lunch.
I was doing that at Kinder Morgan. I was spending 25 to 30 every day. Like, especially when I was trying to get swole. So I would get my breakfast. That's $5 to $10. Then I had lunch about 20, cause I'll be adding like I go to Salada. Give me the chicken and the crab. Yeah, protein. Yeah.
Well, for one, I don't eat. I didn't eat breakfast. I still don't eat breakfast. So I wasn't eating breakfast, and I got a $10 a week budget for lunch,
Mm-hmm.
and then dinner. Grab something at the crib, or if I do eat something out, it'll be something cheap like a hot and ready, $5 hot and ready from Little Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
Go Popeyes on a Tuesday where they used to have the two piece for $2.
Mm-hmm.
Go get 6 pieces of chicken or something for $6.
Mm-hmm.
Get a can and got some canned green beans or something, and some instant mashed potatoes at the crib.
Man, yeah. $10 a week. That's amazing.
But I was serious. But I was like, bro, I really couldn't. I really couldn't live. I told myself back then, you deserve the life that you tolerate.
Mm.
So I'm like, I was choosing to tolerate a life that I did not want to live. I was choosing to tolerate a job that I hated. I was choosing to tolerate being around people I didn't want to be around for at least 40 hours a week. I was choosing to be demeaned by a nerdy Poindexter looking manager.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I can't say I don't deserve this. I do deserve this because I'm choosing to tolerate it. I'm choosing to accept it. You do deserve it.
Right.
So then I was like, nah, I don't deserve it. So I got to start taking action to not tolerate it no more. It's only happening because I'm allowing it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I got serious. That's why the budget came in. Because I know I need money to quit. But like I say, I need money to fire my job. So how much is gonna take me?
Yeah.
I think about it just like back in the day when our ancestors, some of them they got to the point where they could buy their freedom. That's why I still look at it. I be like, freedom's for sale every single day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Time is for sale every single day. Most people they say time is money. Well, if time is money, why are you exchanging your time for money? And aren't you like time is infinitely more valuable than money?
Right.
So I use my money to buy time, whereas most people use their time to get money. And that's why most people they have such an attachment to money, and they don't ever invest in themselves, because in their mind, even if they're not realizing it, their mind is telling them, I just spent this much of my life for this money.
Mm-hmm.
I need it. I can't let it go. I don't spend this much of my life. I paid this much of my life to get this.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I know money comes so freely and abundantly, like I let it go so I can live my life.
Right. Right. As it should be.
But a lot of people not realizing that want to hold on to stuff is what doesn't allow them to live.
Mm-hmm.
All they do is just exist and pay bills.
Yeah. How much of it like? Cause I know, like I know your story, like even like a lot deeper than even of course what you share, and a lot of I would say similarities and kind of like the decisions you've made have come out of necessity. Like, do you think most people move out of necessity, or like what, like if you could give like a
I
percentage?
disagree. I disagree. I don't think a lot of my stuff came out of necessity.
You
I
don't
think
think so?
majority of it just came out of a deep desire.
But what was the desire? What did it stem from?
Like it wasn't a need for me to sleep on your floor. I could have stayed at my mama's house.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, I mean, not. That's why I say not everything. A lot. Like for example, from correct me if I'm wrong. One of the reasons why you were like 9 to 5 ain't for me is because it started to like really affect you, like even like physically, mentally and physically. So there was like a need to get out of that situation. Even though I know
Yeah.
you already were planning on
Yeah,
it.
but I'm saying, but at the same time though, like you can ask my mama. Since she can remember, I always said I was gonna work for myself. Like there wasn't a word. There wasn't a word. I'm sure the word entrepreneur existed back then, but I didn't hear that word till I got older.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would tell my mama like all the time. She remembered. She'd be like, "Yeah." Matter of fact, I just came back from back home at my mama's house last week. Right, we sitting there on the couch. She's talking about. She's like, "I'm just proud of you. You doing it. You doing the things that you want to do. You've always been serious about working on, like actively working on your goals and things that you want." Because she was like, since you was a kid, you would always say, "Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me what to do."
Mm-hmm.
Because it didn't make no sense to me that that people could just tell her what to do all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "I'll be like, Mama, well, when I grow up, ain't nobody. I'm gonna be the boss. I'm gonna work for myself." Or even teachers when it's, "Yo, what do you want to be when you grow up?" Susie says nurse for whatever the reason. I don't know why they say that. And nothing against no nurses. Some of my homegirls are nurses. Some of my homeboys are nurses. One of those testimonials I sent you, uh, yeah, I already sent it to you. Joseph, where he said he made 12,000. Joseph used to be a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
We in one of the same masterminds together.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he bought one of my courses and made money from it till I met him in a mastermind that we both paid 55,000 to be in.
That's dope.
He was like, "Yo, bro, I follow you." I was like, "Word?" He's like, "Yeah, blah blah blah." Guy, I was like, "Yo, this dude's stuff is too cheap." He's like, I made like 12K quick,
Yeah.
and then made another 10, and I was like, "What's your IG?" I was like, "Oh, okay."
Mm.
His thing is his niche in real estate though is tax deeds.
Mm.
And I was like, "That's crazy." Like
Yeah, it is.
this happened, and then I meet you in Atlanta one day in a mastermind meeting, and you like, "Hey, bro, I follow you, and I bought your stuff, and I made all this money from it." And I was like, "Word, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's dope.
You mind you mind sending me a video?" You're like, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah.
Which y'all, a lot of y'all be telling me that y'all making all this money from my information, and I say, "Yo, you mind sending me a short video?" And y'all give me excuses. I'm like, damn, y'all making all this money. I can't even get a video. I get it though. I ain't mad. I ain't mad about it though. Cause some people they don't want the attention.
Yeah, yeah.
Like one individual, one of somebody I grew up with, he's been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yo, you might send me a video?" And he was like, in different words, he sent me like a text
Mm-hmm.
screenshot, and then he sent me like some paperwork, a screenshot of paperwork. And I get it because he don't want me to have his video up on any of my pages and stuff, and then people know that he's making money.
Yeah.
So I get it. It was a joke, y'all. Don't think I'm attacking y'all. Everybody don't want that attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Unwanted attention ain't the
Yeah.
move.
Yes, and especially when you come from certain things, people come at you like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fortunate enough to have nobody in my life that comes at me like with their hand out.
Yeah.
I've never had nobody, friend or family member, like. I've never had nobody ask me for nothing.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that. Cause a lot of times when people be asking for stuff, they don't even know that the person that they asking is not even at a level where they can give back yet. They just assuming some stuff.
Right, right.
Like an NBA player get drafted. Oh, you just got drafted. Hey, cuz, you got that man ain't even got paid yet. He got drafted.
Right. He got blessed with the opportunity.
You see him with the you see him with that car. Yeah, that season ain't started. They get paid when the season start. And either weekly or bi-weekly.
Right.
I want to say weekly. I think it's weekly. But I'm like, that man got drafted in June. Season started in October.
Yeah, they be thinking
It's
soon as they call
July,
the name.
August.
Yeah, cause the money they get for training camp, like it's decent, but it ain't that. It ain't what they signing for. You know what I'm saying? You know.
And your man just got drafted the 31st pick in the 32nd pick in the NBA draft.
Yeah.
He's still working. He still got to make the team.
Yep.
Or somebody does get drafted first round. You come up, you asking them if they got it and stuff. You seen that car they got. You don't know they just took a loan on that car with the future income that they're destined to make. They don't even got the money for the car yet.
Yeah.
It's just the lender is cool with giving it to them because they got a contract that they signed that they're gonna get paid for in a few months.
Yeah.
Or it be somebody else, somebody that's been around them since high school that just bought the car for them real quick. You know, they want their money back and some perks and stuff.
And the agents be looking out too. They'll let them hold a little something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or that rapper got a song that's popping. You see him with some change. Hey, oh, he changed, man. We grew up together. He don't even look out for his homie. Like, well, what do? You don't do nothing. What should he look out for?
Right.
I was there. So you're supposed to get paid because y'all enjoyed each other's time together? What is that? Why do you feel like you should be owed money when somebody makes it because you was there when they was broke? Well, they made it, you didn't. Maybe you was part of the equation of why they was broke.
You
Why once they got away from you, they made it?
You pod now.
Fear stands for forget everything and run or face everything and rise. The problem is that you're letting your fear stop you from living life on your terms. Click the link and start making an income on your own terms, which then starts to let you start living life on your own terms. I'll see you on the other side.
But I was there when he ain't had nothing. Why you ain't help him get something?
Man, yeah, that's cause that's
Entitlement, man.
Yeah, entitlement runs rampant, bro. Entitlement runs rampant, dog. Even with people like not even looking for handouts, but even people just like, I think the biggest thing is like in the service industry, or not even just servicing. If anybody is selling anything or providing any type of product or service, people always want to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't gonna look out. Like, you ain't gonna just give it for free or 99% off. Like, no.
I've just heard so many people, and I'm thankful I've never gone through it, or maybe I haven't gotten to certain levels of success yet to where it's that type of talk comes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know people, I've heard people complain about it. Or not complain, vent about it. And then you can just see it even in just like from the outside looking in certain people's situations. Like somebody makes it, or they make it to where they ain't made it in their eyes yet. They made it to whoever thinks that they made it. And they feel like they're supposed to get something. They're supposed to get paid just because they've known you for a long time.
Right.
I thought you was my friend. Friends don't get paid. That's not a job. That's not a salary.
Yeah.
You my homie.
Right.
But I'm supposed to make it and take care of you just because you're my friend?
We made it.
What part of the game is that?
Entitlement game. Instead of having your hand out, how about you turn them hands, put them together, pull them apart, put them together again, and clap for your boy.
Yeah.
Clap for your boy
Uh,
one time.
or open up your hand and smack yourself because you sound dumb. I don't get that, bruh. And it be in our community. Like,
Yeah.
man, he switched up, man. I was there.
What that mean? You shoulda. You ain't
I was there when they repoed his car. The repo man was there too. He's supposed to get broke off too. Y'all both was there.
Yeah, both was there. Man. Yeah, where was y'all
Or
in town?
auntie would be like, oh, I was there, and when he'd be over my house, I would feed him. He was 6. You was supposed to.
I remember that
Like-
night.
like that.
He pulled up. It was cold outside. I let him in. Felt good. I let him in. He pulled up. He was outside.
They told me, yeah, man, I used to feed him when he was 6. He made it, can't even look out. Like how much are those blue box instant mac and cheeses worth?
The blue box.
Because auntie was fixing something quick, real quick. Like how much is the Little Debbie's worth? How much is the
Bruh.
mac and cheese is worth? How much is the ramen noodles worth? Like how
Look,
how much does that all calculate up to for the house and car that you feel like you should get?
look, you missed one. I'm gonna tell you what we used to be on: rice, just rice, and bologna sandwiches, beans and weenies. Bro, you ever used to have beans
Nah,
and
we-
weenies?
Yeah, my pop still eat it.
Really?
I'll be talking to him. I'll be like, man, you gotta stop eating like you in the 90s. He called me a couple weeks ago. Yeah, man, I just got done eating these hot dogs, pork and beans.
Say beans and weenies.
Or he still eat we call it 565. He still eat that. I ain't had 565 in
Man, that sound like a prison meal.
565. The projects my pops grew up in is called Charlotte Court. Well, Charlotte Court ain't there no more. It's just houses, they tore it down. But out West End, Charlotte Court, their unit was 565. So it's just like a hood meal they ate. You still eat it. My uncle still eat it. It's just hamburger meat and pork and beans. So how you cut up, how you said hot dogs and pork, beanie wings, hot dogs, 565. Hamburger and pork and beans.
My mama do something like that. But she'll add like
So-
some onions and
So, but I don't mean like a patty,
yeah, like
like
ground
a
meat.
hamburger. Yeah,
Yeah.
like ground meat.
Yeah, my mama do that.
Make it like you brown it like spaghetti and just put pork and beans in it. Probably for the side dish that you eat with it, some fried potatoes or something. It's a meal.
Yeah.
I used to eat it, put some me and my pops, we pepper. Put pepper on the 565, either with a spoon or put some pepper on that joint. Grab you some bread, make a sandwich with it. With the fried potatoes.
Like a sloppy Joe.
Fried potatoes with some onions in there and stuff. It's pepper.
No, it sounds like it's fire. I mean, like I said, my mama be doing that. That was like whenever we got something going on, people be asking her to make her beans. It'd be that, but she add a little more stuff to it.
Yeah. But I ain't get on that rice and stuff because I don't know what's Kentucky. I don't know what Kentucky's considered. Like a lot of people, some people call it the South. Other people don't.
I would. It's not. It's not the Midwest.
Where I live at, it feels Midwest. Cause I'm an hour away from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ohio, Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at the top of the state. So it got a Midwest feel. And I know once I moved, once I started traveling around, I found out that we do certain Midwest stuff like chili. I didn't know that people thought it was weird to put noodles in your chili until I went like down south.
Mm-hmm.
Or just started to meet people from different. And then I know that like a Midwest, like an Ohio restaurant is something called Skyline Chili. So the Skyline put noodles in their chili? I don't know, but it's like a thing. Like it's not out the norm to put noodles in it. We'll put elbow macaroni in chili. Some people put little spaghetti noodles. I never liked that, but we'll do elbow macaroni.
Oh yeah. Yeah, elbow's fire. I never done like the spaghetti type, but yeah, the elbow fire.
But I start moving around. They like, man, no, that ain't no chili. That's spaghetti. Or the rice stuff. Because, once I went to Baton Rouge, that was like a culture shock. Because Baton Rouge, I don't even say Baton Rouge. Louisiana is a state. It's like
its own country.
It's like its own world.
Yeah.
I ain't even saying country. Like Louisiana's like its own world, bro.
For sure.
And if y'all never been to Louisiana, you're not gonna know what I'm saying unless you go.
Yeah.
And I ain't even saying go. Cause most people they go, cause ain't nobody visiting no Baton Rouge. Most people go, they go and just walk on Bourbon Street and stuff.
And even New
so
Orleans
you may not know. Yeah, New Orleans different. New Orleans, Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Two whole different worlds.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying like people, I say you won't know unless you go, and I can't even say that. You may not know unless you just live there, or you're there for like an extended period of time. Because if I just went for Mardi Gras or something, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't know how different it is. I mean, like everything. I mean, I was in New Orleans. I seen a funeral
like the second line
procession.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is this?
He's like, it's popping.
Yeah, I'm walking to it thinking something going on.
Oh man.
They walking all through the city partying. Band was out playing and stuff.
Man.
First dude I met from New Orleans, I was about to fight him. I'm in college. This before I got to Southern. I'm in JUCO. Doing my JUCO, he was on my team. He talking about matter of fact, or was I in Nah, yeah, I was in JUCO. We in my room playing video game in my room. That's why I took real disrespect because I'm like, bro, you in my room.
In my house.
He talking about pass me a water, bitch.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I said, what?
Yeah.
He said, pass me a water, bitch. I was like, hold up. I was like, hold up, bro. I was like, you know where you at?
What was your room number, dog? What block was that?
And you gotta think too, my room was tight quarters too, because I didn't have a roommate. I had one of them rooms where you didn't have a roommate, so it's tight knit, and it had a sink in there. So it's like a sink, closet, behind the closet, like a little heater that you like them old school
that'll burn
metal.
Yeah,
that'll burn you. And a sink in the room, and I had a twin size bed, little TV. So it's tight quarters.
It's about to scrap like lockdown.
It's three of us in there. It's him, me, and one of my teammates. I'm like, you know where you at? he was confused. He was like, what you mean where I, like, what you mean where I'm at? And I was on some like, bro, I ain't gonna be too many bitches, bro. He just started laughing. He's like, nah, bro, nah, bro. Cause I took it as like you try and see if I'm soft.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know you. Kind of like my mentality, and I'm new here too. I'm like, yo, it's like some jail stuff, bro. Like you trying.
That's why I'm like, what cell block you was on, big dog?
Oh, like, hold up now. William Sanford ain't raised no bitch now.
Yeah,
It's like we ain't gonna be too many of them.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, bro. Pause the game and everything. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. We say bitch like how you say my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You say bitch, it's like a term of endearment. Like, bitch, show me you love me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Give me a hug, bitch. You my bitch. A little bit or whatever he was saying. I was like, oh, I said, well, you might want to explain it to some people first. I was like, because we got some cats here from Cincinnati. I don't know if you ever been to Cincinnati, but
I ain't never been in Natty.
certain areas of Cincinnati, Cam used to get it in Ohio for a reason.
Yeah, that's one of the places I've never been to, Cincinnati.
Bro,
Maybe I went for one day, but I can't. Nah, maybe not.
You remember back Dipset days, Cam had his song, used to get it in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Master P would be shouting out Ohio all the time. He be shouting out Louisville too. That's why to this day, Master P do like a lot he always come back to Louisville and do stuff like for the community and stuff.
Mm.
I'm just saying certain parts, ESTG from Louisville.
Is he? I didn't know that.
Hey. That's why I be repping him and Jack Harlow. They both from Louisville, but I don't really listen to neither one. I don't listen to Jack, and I listen to G, but not that much just because of the energy.
Yeah.
But I be wanting to see them win, like see them both win, because I don't ever see nobody like Kentucky. We don't got nobody that be rapping.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like I'll be on my story on IG or something, and I'll be posting the most beautiful beach. And you know how you can hit the location to show like people where you at? I'll put Lexington, Kentucky. The girls will DM me or something. They'll be like, "This is beautiful. Where is it?" I'll be like, "Come to Kentucky. We got beautiful beaches."
Oh man.
Because our people that get on, they don't like rep it. Like, it seem like Jack and G, the only two that's like repping it. And they're not repping the state. They repping like they city, which is,
But like who?
it's part of the state. But I hear Harlow, even though like me, I won't rep the whole state. Like I'm from Lexington.
Yeah.
But still, it just feels good. Like, cause I hear Jack Harlow talk about like Kentucky. But he'll say Louisville, but he'll say Kentucky and stuff.
Yeah. Like,
because everybody else
Bryson?
Yeah, Bryson from Louisville. Lexington don't really got nobody in music. The one that we got, I ain't gonna front though. I got salty because she shitting on us. Ruby Rose from Lexington.
I'm familiar, but not like
she popping
all the way. But I'm familiar.
She popping. I'll say she's more popping. She definitely has a music audience. Like, so she's popping there, and then like everybody just thinks she bad. Like she cold. She's a real pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
But I just remember hearing something one time, and I don't even know how I heard it because she's not like on my radar of like, why would I hear something that she said? But they was asking her like, where she from? Like, you from Kentucky? She's like, yeah, Lexington, Kentucky, country town, no shoes type shit. And I was like, what? I'm like, why do that? You got a platform you can big up, or at least just say like, yeah, this is where I'm from. Help make me whatever. Why you got to say it, knowing that ain't nobody walking around with no shoes?
See, you know what's funny?
But that's a stereotype, and she just went into like, because when I first started traveling around when I was a teenager, people Kentucky, because people just think of Kentucky as country white people and
Yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
So then they meet me, and they was like, "Oh, you cool? Where you from, bro?" Or even girls, "Where you from?" Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky. Kentucky, you wear shoes? Like that would always be a joke I would hear from everybody.
Really?
Like if I met when I was traveling, you wear shoes? Yeah. That's why it hit me to hear her say like, yeah, Lexington, Kentucky, country bumpkin town, no shoes type shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I didn't get that at all for the what was it, 2 days down there?
Yeah.
I didn't get that at all. I didn't get that at all.
Global warming's real though, because I was just talking you have been down there about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Think of how cold it was.
Bro, it was cold. It was freezing cold.
I'm dressed like this with shorts on in November this year.
Yeah, Next year you're gonna have a beater on.
My mama talking about, let's go somewhere eat with a patio. It's a nice day. I was like, yeah, the world's gonna end, but at least enjoy the weather in the meantime.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it was freezing, dog. It was freezing. Like I couldn't feel my fingers.
Yeah, that's why I was telling my pops on the phone. I was like, Jazz was out here a year ago. I took him to my homie Don. It sounds crazy calling like a 70-something-year-old white man my homie. But I took you to my homie Don's horse farm. You was like, bruh, you sniffling and stuff.
Yeah.
Snot coming. You like, bruh. I can't feel my fingers.
I couldn't, bro. I like legit couldn't feel my fingers, and I'm like, I'm thugging it out, like.
And Don knew it was cold too, because I went there. I wasn't planning on being outside, so I just had on a hoodie and some sweats. Like it's cold. It's cold weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's coat and hat, beanie, glove season. Don had on a coat. He was like, Y'all not gonna need no jackets? Y'all not cold? I was like, yeah, we gonna thug it out.
Yeah, that was.
He's like, all right.
That was terrible.
And all I remember the whole time, cause a lot of white people got them long noses.
Yeah.
Don got that long nose. I just remember he had like a drop of snot, just like was just chilling right there the whole time. During one of our conversations, and I wanted to be like, yo, Don, I call him Mr. Robinson. I was like, yo, Mr. Robinson, like, you don't get that, bruh.
Hey, right now, I'm riding horseback in the rainforest with a group of high-level entrepreneurs, all 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. The thing is that while we're here enjoying our life, we're all generating income right now because we know how to monetize our IP, our intellectual property. The problem is that you either have a gift and you don't know how to monetize it, or you don't know what your gift is. I want to help you tap into that gift to where you can make income while you're just living your life, enjoying the fruits of your labor, and making income literally 24/7. Go ahead and tap in and join me at the top. It's crowded at the top.
But I ain't want to interrupt this story because it was a good story.
Yeah.
Like I like hearing some old people tell stories and stuff, especially when they like passionate about because he's really into horses. Like all he knows is horses, and all he knows is like champion horses and stuff, like racing and stuff. For those who don't know, Kentucky, the horse capital of the world. Not just Kentucky, Lexington, where I'm from, is the horse capital of the globe. So I'm up there just hearing them talk about the horses and stuff. I'm like, yeah, YouTuber. This one right here, she wasn't supposed to do nothing, but she did this and won this race and won that. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it was cold, dog. Golly, I hadn't been that cold in a long time.
And I
Especially,
remember even telling you, I was like, and this ain't even cold yet.
yeah, it's like y'all can have it. Especially being in LA, you sport, bro. It was chilly this week, like maybe 60.
But even outside of that, you from Houston.
I mean, it don't get.
Went to school in Louisiana
Yeah, yeah.
and moved and came back to Houston and moved to LA. You don't know nothing about no cold.
Nah, I don't know nothing about Lexington cold, but it get cold in the H. Don't play it. It get cold in the H, bro.
It gets cold, but it be like you mess around. Like it threw me off when I was working at Enterprise, bro. I was mad we had to come into work. It was like the whole city got shut down. Other people didn't have to go to work. Kids didn't have to go to school
Mm-hmm.
because it was cold outside. Nothing. There was nothing on the forecast of any precipitation coming down or nothing. Like there was a 0% chance of anything dropping and freezing. It was just cold.
Yeah, man, gotta shut it down, bro.
And I was like, hold up, everybody else ain't got why we got come. Cause people still gonna need to rent their cars. Like, man. Only time we got off at Enterprise was Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But
That's why I was like,
it's funny how we circled back to it. It's pretty cool. Hey, you professional. hey, it's official. It's official.
no, for real, and that's one reason why I went to the bank too, because think a bank is closed
All the time.
every day that the stock market's closed, the bank's closed.
Mm-hmm.
Veterans Day, we all all kind like every little just about every little holiday we was off. Or if the holiday's observed on Monday, Blake ain't coming to work Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Blake gonna happen to be sick on Friday. We already got a 3-day weekend. Oh yeah, we making this full. Me and Jamie would be switching them out. I'd be like, "Dang, Jamie, you sick?" She's like, "Yeah." like, dang, I ain't text first because the first manager that was cool, our not come to work policy, just send them a text that morning. Yo, Daniel, I ain't gonna be able to come in. That was that. I sent Dale the text, yo, I ain't gonna be able to come in. He calling. Hey, what's wrong with you? Y'all not gonna. And then this is why I don't care. I'm not gonna be able to come in. Oh no, I answered the phone for him once. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? I was like I said in the text, not feeling well. Not gonna be able to come in. Well, we really need you. Can't make it. Well, Blake, I don't know if we can allow it. You ain't got a choice.
Yeah.
Like, how can you not allow it? I'm not coming. I have sick days. I'm using the sick day.
Yeah, I've never been the one to ask to be off.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not coming.
Yeah.
Then got to a point where if I said I wasn't coming, I'm using the sick day, and he calling and texting and stuff, I just left it. Like I didn't write back. I'm not calling back. Like, bro, why are you calling me, bro? Enterprise, I didn't even have sick days. Like I remember one time I was going through it, bro. Like I was sick, like in the back, like I don't know if I had a stomach virus or what. I was cold, shivering. I think I threw up or something at work too. The end of the day, I'm looking like crap. The cool manager, he was gone for most of the day. He came back second half. I think he had like some corporate things he had to go to or whatever, or meetings or something. Like, hey, he's like, hey, Blake, you look like crap. I was like, yeah. He's like, why don't you go home? My brain, bro, hustle mentality. I'm broke. I'm working. I don't want to lose no hours. I want to get my money. I'm still staying at your crib. I was still staying at your crib. Like this how early it was. He's like, yeah, man. You didn't have to. You can call in sick. I was like, I didn't know I had sick days. He's like, yeah, you wouldn't have got. You don't have them. Like it was something in enterprise. Like you had to
like 3 months or something before
earn
you
them
get,
or something. I don't know what it was, but it was earn whatever, and then vacation. Like I said, vacation you don't get it until you've been working. You don't get no vacation time till you've been working there for 1 year. Then you can get vacation. And he was like, I was like, yeah, I didn't know I had paid sick days. He's like, you don't, and I was like, well,
Right.
I need the money.
Here I am.
Yeah. And this is so crazy to just think of the difference in mentality from now to then. I'm like, I'm willing to almost kill myself to get this, however much money per hour it was.
Right.
Like, man, it's a choice, man. But every time I'm sitting at Chick-fil-A, that's why I go, so I can, like, I play mental games with myself all the time. So I go, and I sit in the same parking lot under the same parking space in the lot under the same tree and eat my food. Like I don't get it and drive. No, like I park right there and eat. I just be like, man, can't go back to there. That ain't no life to live, bro.
Yeah, at all.
And it's just crazy to me that so many people. Let me correct. There's nothing wrong with living that life if you want to live it.
Right. That's what I say. That's what I say all the time.
But there's so many people complaining about it that literally do nothing about it.
I say that all the time, bro. That's the difference.
I'm like, it's just a decision. Most of this stuff is just decisions. Make the decision, draw sand in the line, and don't negotiate with yourself. That's people's problems. They say they want to do something, then they start negotiating with themselves. Oh, well, what if? Oh, well, then you end up overthinking it, planning when you really procrastinating. But you're disguising it as planning and researching. No, you're just procrastinating because you don't believe in yourself. And then overthink. Then you end up talking yourself out of something that you claimed that you wanted to do. That's why I implement something. I tell my students is I implement the 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule. Once you have an idea or a thought, we can't spend no longer than 5 minutes thinking on it before we start to take action. Because the learning comes through the action. The learning doesn't come through research.
Right.
And planning. The learning comes through doing. So it's like, yeah, it's cool to get some information, but so many people, they get to the point where they're addicted to information but allergic to execution. They're learning, not realizing that you're going to learn more by doing than learning. So before we wrap it up, just to use my last job, for example, at the bank. The bank put me through 2 weeks of training before I got to start my actual job. So I'm showing up at the bank for 2 straight weeks, 8 hours a day in training. First day on the job, somebody comes in and just needs something as simple as repinning their debit card. I'm panicking.
Oh God.
I'm I'm calling, bro. I'm calling the manager. Hey, can you help me? He comes and help. 2 whole weeks.
Mhm.
I ain't know how to pin a debit card, bro. I learned how to do the stuff when I started to do the stuff.
Right.
I'm calling the manager for every little thing. Literally everything. He's like, hey, like, you can call like him that does your job also, that's been here longer than you. You can ask him too. I was like, yeah, but he act like an asshole every single time I ask him. That's why I'm asking you, because you cool. I didn't say that.
Right.
But I'm new, don't know nothing about nothing. Hey, Richard, can you? Then he comes over and he's talking down on me too. And I'm like, all right, bro, you don't know me, bro.
Man.
I told him about himself one time. It felt good too.
DM that boy.
Cause in them workspaces, you can't just talk how you talk.
Right.
But once I knew I was out of there, April 1st.
Hey, you need the Dion drop. Can you let's run that back and you talk how you was talking before we started this.
April 1st. Once I made that decision, and this is before I put in my 2 weeks. I just knew April 1st.
Yeah.
I said, yo, Richard, man, fuck you. Like we had a morning meeting.
Mm-hmm.
In the morning meeting, I said, yo, fuck you, man. I was like, I don't fuck with you. Like something had happened and I called like a meeting, like I'm there, I was like, yo, can everybody come? I got something to say to people. I'm saying blah, blah, blah. I said, yo, Richard, fuck you, man. I don't like how you be talking about me all the time. I said, but you don't say that shit to my, like I'm talking to him how I talk. I was like, but you don't say that shit to my face. But I know that you're talking about me because everybody likes me. They all come right after you go and talk about me, saying like, why is Richard talking about you for? Like, I'm like, bro, plus you little Richard, probably like 5'2".
Richard couldn't help being a dick.
Oh, I got the drum. I don't know which one's the drum though. On the board.
Yeah, be careful.
I don't know which one's the drum. I'm gonna mess around, hit the drum. I'm gonna hear, ooh, ah.
Voice of God.
Yeah, I ain't know.
You gotta get some Voice of God drops.
Speaking of, hey man, shout out to the OnlyFans shits. No judgments here, but y'all women that choose to be on OnlyFans, because OnlyFans is not only a place for certain stuff that people think it's for.
Right.
Like it was started for people with the audience to monetize their audience, OnlyFans,
Only
right?
for their fans.
When the pandemic hit, a lot of stuff was shut down. The sex industry workers saw it as a vehicle to make some money, and then it got turned into what people think that it's for, right? But I know a few girls that do the OnlyFans stuff and like show their body and do whatever they do on there, right? Y'all, just I will say this, y'all. For those women, because I seen some stuff a couple weeks ago. I just happened to be browsing the World Wide Web. Having a little date with Pamela.
Pamela Henderson.
Yeah, Pamela Henderson. Enjoying a little me time. And while I was surfing the World Wide Web, me and Pamela were perusing.
I see what you did there.
I just happen to see somebody on the site that I know,
Mm-hmm.
I know she don't know that this is up on that site.
Mm.
Or if she does know, or maybe she does know, you can tell whatever her whole profile is like now, she doesn't want that on that site.
Mm.
Somebody probably took it from when she did have an OnlyFans and put it on there.
Mm.
Or from the little bit that I do know about her. Because I know her, but I don't know her like that, right?
Mm.
Like, it's one of the people you know off of, like, social media. You don't know them, like,
Mm-hmm.
never really met them or don't know them enough to be like, y'all know him, or it's a homie and that.
Mm.
She was trying to shoot a shot a couple years ago. That's the only reason why I know. And then I seen she do that stuff. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
But from what I can see, from what she's talked about the past like year and a half on her social media, she went through a bad breakup. And her and the dude would be doing stuff on OnlyFans. The dude probably took some of her stuff
Mm-hmm.
and like put it on some dudes is just
Yeah.
corny and lame as hell, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And put that up on their site. And she probably just don't know how to get it taken down.
Did you tell her or
So
not?
I'm pretty sure she knows it's up.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she knows. I'm pretty sure I didn't have to tell her. Like, she got a decent following. Like, she probably got maybe like 30,000 followers or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them followers came in 2020-ish
Mm-hmm.
when she was on OnlyFans. So I'm sure somebody told her
Yeah.
it's up there. Because if you see her stuff now, it's like ain't
nothing crazy.
remnants of, yeah. Ain't no links. Ain't no talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Ain't no nothing. I'm just like, that internet's a great place, but it's also a permanent place.
Mm.
People don't think about that. You put it out there, it's there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good word. I like that. Permanent. It's a permanent place. You know?
Yeah, so people thinking they're deleting stuff. Nah, somebody can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a rapper do some, which, man, we wrapping this up. I might talk about this next episode, but say like a rapper do some stuff and delete. They thinking it's off of there as soon as them boys serve a subpoena to whoever the app is, they gonna give you whatever that they deleted. It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all just think about that, because I know y'all hear me say attention, but don't get that confused of me saying that attention is your most valuable asset, and go about getting the wrong type of attention, which is gonna be a, a big hindrance and a liability
Mm-hmm.
to you. That's it.
That's real.
Everything's got two sides to it. Everything's a two-sided coin. Everything that's good for you is bad for you. Water's good for you, but you drink too much of it, you gonna drown.